We'll move on. New business item A, city manager annual review. Dave, you're not handling this one. This is going to, who's the chair of OG?
Me.
Councilman Morrissey.
You have a memorandum in front of you that we approved, and self-explanatory. Basically, we took a look at the various purposes that the city council the mayor and city council put forward for the city in the past year, and we see either completion of those things or significant progress towards them, and therefore we recommend that the city manager receive a 2% raise.
The 2% raise that's in his salary if he,
That's right.
that is
City manager part. The city manager part of
the
the
city manager part of his salary.
is right. The BPU part is up to the BPU.
Okay, well, we agreed to this when you gave him the contract, as long as he fulfilled the goals that he was supposed to, so.
Exactly so.
Any discussion on it? You're doing a good job, Dave, I think. Rob?
So we're just approving what we already approved for this.
We have to do this every year.
Right, because he met the qualifications and the standards and so on. We're saying yes, he met them.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's already in his contract that he's got a 2% cost of living increase if he fulfills.
No, the cost of living is independent.
Oh, okay,
Yeah. Cost of living is independent.
but this was already in the contract,
Correct.
Yeah, that's right.
and then we do the review
We
every
revised
year.
it, we had to revise the contract, we took the road things out.
That's right, that's right. Okay. Oh,
We need a motion.
I'm satisfied with Dave's repayment. Councilman Palladino,
What's the cost of living increase?
I believe that's 2% too, right?
No, it's based on COLA, was
It's based on the federal cost of living.
last year.
Yeah.
Well, then I don't know what it is. But that's for all employees across the board, they get the COLA increase.
No, that's not the case.
No.
There is an annual increase that the employees would get, but this is based on the contract. It was to take the guess out of it. It was set at the federal cost of living. Yes.
Councilman,
Numbers show that up.
federal
Yeah.
hospital,
The federal cost of living was 8.7% for Social Security and other things.
Like I said, 10% raise.
Correct.
Total, well, it'd be, you are in, yes. So our end is 10%. 10.7.
10.7%. And what's our end of it is what, 40% of your salary? Is that what the general funds?
Correct.
40,
It's 60/40.
60, 40, 60, okay. Councilman Palladino.
I think 8.7% is very generous. I don't think the average citizen is getting that. And the city is suffering the cost of inflation itself. So,
Any more discussion? Councilman Saha.
To Councilman Palladino's point, if the COLA is in the contract already, then why would we have to reapprove that COLA?
We don't have to
We don't.
approve that.
Right.
This is the 2%. This is the 2%.
Yeah, this is just,
Yes.
That's all we're doing.
thank you.
This is the stuff we put in his contract, guys. So we either look at it at the end of the year and decide that he's fulfilled his obligations and approve it, or we say, you've done a crappy job and we're not approving it, or we can't afford it and we're not approving it. So, but this is the contract that council voted for, so.
was this approved during the budget hearing?
His contract's in the budget, it's budgeted.
Okay, yeah. I wasn't here that day, so I don't mean to offend the council in any
No,
way,
it's okay.
but I do think 8.7% is sufficient, and also I don't consider the street repair portion as being accomplished under the conditions in the city charter, because the special assessments far exceed the standard millage rate.
We don't, with the street repair part of it isn't in the contract anymore. We took that out of his contract because of the special assessments.
It says the goals for street repair
the 2% used to be based on if whether or not he fulfilled a half mile of street repair work.
Right.
So we took that out of his contract because that automatically gave him the increase. And we said, since we're doing the special assessments, that feels kind of squicky to tax the residents and then give it to him, direct, like basically a handoff of, here, we're gonna tax you, and we're gonna give the money to him for achieving the special assessments. So, but street repair is always gonna be on our goals. Our council goals, which we give to them at the beginning of the year, which are gonna be, which we left our, I don't wanna say we didn't do them, we left the goals the same that they were last year, which was street repair, there was the officer in the schools, what do you call that, resource officer,
Chamber videos.
Right, it's all in the memorandum.
Yeah, it's all in that.
Sorry to clarify, I'm not disputing the accomplishment of the goals on the list per se. I'm saying I was a no on the budget and I missed the meeting.
So,
well, I think it's a very substantial increase, Dave, but I think this is the contract we agreed to, and so we're gonna,
Can I add something, Mr. Mayor?
yeah.
It was 8.7, I've got that, I'm social security, that's what I received last year. I believe this year it's gonna be 3% or something, so that would be the next year. So 1 year it was the rate of inflation and everything, so it was not high. This year it's not gonna be that high, so that's just the way the ball rolls. Sometimes you only get 2% on social security. I mean, it fluctuates like crazy.
No, we talked about that when we approved the contract.
Right.
That it was gonna be a trade-off between
Correct.
using the federal rate or just giving a flat rate ourselves. And
We agreed to the code.
we agreed to the federal COLA because, and Dave knew that it was gonna fluctuate. And
Right.
he probably was smart and knew that inflation was going up and cost of living was, but I can't blame the guy for being smart about his contract.
That's why he's the city manager.
That's why we have negotiations, and this is what we agreed to, so we either stick to it or we don't, I mean,
so do you need a motion?
No, it doesn't say so. I don't believe so.
and it says discuss and approve,
Okay.
so we need a motion and a second to vote
I
for
so
it.
move.
Second.
Motion on the floor from Councilman Morrissey, seconded by Councilman Soha, or Sharp. Can I have a roll call vote, City Clerk?
Councilmember Sharp,
Yes.
Soha,
Yes.
Veer,
Yes.
Wolfram,
Yes.
Mayor Stockford,
Yes.
Councilperson Morrissey,
Yes?
and Palladino.
No.
That's 6-1, it's approved.